Привет всем, друзья! Меня зовут Дима, NotInMyHouse. Вы находитесь в социальных сетях или на ютубе студии RuHub. И сейчас у меня появилась уникальная возможность пообщаться с двукратным чемпионом International, человеком, который вот буквально только что вернулся на профессиональную киберспортивную сцену, Себастьяном Дебсом, также известным как Ceb. Hey there, Ceb. Congratulations on returning to the pro scene. How do you feel about that?
Hello, very good, very excited. Yeah, it's kind of like a new beginning, so I'm great and excited.
So tell me, please, where are you now? There's been a rumor that you managed to made it to the bootcamp, yeah?
Yes, I am in Lisbon right now. We're boot camping as OG, so I'm there with everybody else.
How did you
Except
manage
for
to do
Saksa,
that?
actually, that didn't. We just got on a plane and got here. We had to get tested for COVID, like make sure that we didn't have it. And once we did all of us the test in our countries, we were allowed to fly to Portugal. And yeah, that's it.
And what's the problem with Saksa? Why isn't he with you?
He required extra bunch of paperwork to be allowed to come to Portugal, as his country is not part of the European Union, so it's a little bit harder for him to come, and he got denied. So yeah, he just couldn't make it in time, basically. So he's playing from home.
Okay, so Ceb, you've been inactive from pro playing for almost half of the year. What made you return back?
I mean, it's mainly my motivation being back to where it's supposed to be. It's very high. I'm very motivated to prove that we are still the best and that we can, beat all the teams out there. And basically, that's the plan. And mainly related to that, I mean, it's not maybe, for sure, the COVID situation also made things a little bit harder because we had one player in America, one player in Southeast Asia. So it was a lot of challenges. Like the plan that we had going into the season, we couldn't execute it like we wanted to. So we had to adapt. And I guess this, like me returning to playing, is just also much more convenient for the team.
It's just a necessity for your team, yeah, because you didn't manage to play with SumaiL because of pink or some international problems. You speaking about that, yeah?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's a problem. Even now, like up to today, I don't think as an American he would be allowed to enter Europe still. And that's probably going to be the case for some months, as COVID doesn't seem to be getting any better there. There's a lot of problems like that. Midone, for instance, came all the way from Asia. Now he's going to stay in Europe. So, yeah, COVID also made things much more difficult, and it forced us to adapt.
Okay, so nevertheless, despite the fact that you've been inactive from pro playing, you had a lot of experience being some kind of mental or spiritual coach for all the OG rosters. So how do you reflect on this experience, this pretty interesting role for you?
Yeah, I think I don't really consciously think about it. I think it just comes naturally. It's just a relationship that we have with each others, and it's just things that I don't say them because I'm trying to say something. I just say them because it comes naturally, and it's really how I feel in my heart. So I'm just being myself around them, and they're being themselves around me. We're all being ourselves around each other's. I wouldn't say we think about it too much. It's just a natural dynamic that we have going. Yeah.
Okay, so since you've returned back, are you planning to continue this kind of coaching with other rosters, or you are going to concentrate only on playing?
I'm gonna concentrate on playing.
Okay.
For sure.
Okay, sure. Once upon a time, the worldwide pandemic began. First of all, did you and all of your relatives manage to stay healthy?
Yep, everybody. Yeah, nothing bad happened around me, so I'm very thankful for that.
Great to hear. So, how did the pandemic influence your career plans?
I mean, it's rough for a lot of reasons. We had a lot of stuff planned when it comes to OG and when it comes to the teams traveling together. It was a new roster, so our time spent together, building bonds, going through experiences. It was something that is really important in the development of a team. All of that could not happen. So in that sense, it was a big challenge. As for me on a daily basis, I mean, I don't think I have anything to complain about. Of course, I was locked down for months, but it is what it is. I think some people go through stuff that is way more difficult, so I don't have anything to complain about. Everything was fine, but of course, I mean, I wish COVID never happened, but it did, and we're just coping with it right now, I guess.
Glad to hear everything was all right. So, you came back right into the second season of OGA Dota Pit. Did you and your team prepare for it?
Yeah, we didn't have a lot of time to prepare. We had 2 to 3 days of practice. That's all we got, but we are treating it seriously, of course.
Okay, so you've just finished your game against Nigma. How do you feel about that? It was a tough loss for you guys, wasn't it?
Yeah, I wouldn't say it was a tough loss, but they definitely were the better team today. I think they played better in a lot of aspects. So there is a lot to learn from us. This is still very new for us. These games are part of the first 10 to 15 games that we have played together. So it's hard to say that we were fully ready for these games. Definitely, they proved us that we were not, and we still have a lot to learn together, which is definitely okay. So I don't think we feel bad about the loss at all. We're actually pretty happy that we lost these games because it's an opportunity for us to learn. They played great. They showed great things. They 100% deserve to win. I don't think we were on their level today. So I think should we replay the series this year or probably take it again? So yeah, great win from them, great showing. We're definitely looking to learn and get back to them. Hopefully this tournament too, if we get a chance.
Are there any teams except for Nigma who could compete with you guys at this tournament?
It's hard to say. Yeah, probably. I'm not sure. I'd have to see a little bit more. I mean, all the teams are very good nowadays. I also feel like we can beat all the teams in the tournament. So I guess we'll just have to see. We're definitely going for the number one spot, even though we have to do it through lower bracket now.
Okay, so coming forward, we are going to have the Omega League. Feel excited about it, or the international is the only thing that matters?
No, I'm very excited for the Omega League, actually. I think it's going to be a very premium tournament, so I'm always excited for that. There's going to be a lot of hype around it. So that's going to be great. Of course, TI is always going to be a different beast, not going to lie, but regardless, no, very, very, very excited for Omega League.
So tell me, what are your personal and maybe your team's plans for the nearest future?
The plan is to go back home after the bootcamp, chill a little bit, and then get back to online practice. I mean, definitely going into the season, there's going to be a lot of online stuff going on because of COVID, whether it is tournaments or practice. So I think my personal plans is to build a routine around my online practice rhythm so that it doesn't feel like I'm off, because usually for the longest time in our careers, when you were at home, it meant you were off, and when you were on the road, it meant you were on. Now it's different, so I think we all need to learn how to change our mindset so that when we're online, we're also on, if you know what I mean, like we are competing. So those are my plans. I think as for everybody else, it's going to be pretty much the same. Omega League starts the 14th of August, if I'm not mistaken, or like second week of August. So no matter what, third week, no matter what, we're going to have to get ready for that. So a little bit of break when we get back home and then online practice into Omega League.
So, speaking about learning, 3 months ago you had a podcast in London, being as a coach of OG CSGO roster. You told that you believe that OG team has an infinite potential of self-growth, of improving yourself. What are the prioritized destinations of self-improvement for you guys now? What do you think about that?
As the Dota team?
Yeah. I mean, for your roster.
Well, I think getting to learn more about what we all like and how we like to play the game and how we can make that fit, like create a dynamic around it, I think is definitely what we need to learn about right now. Like just play a lot of games together with a lot of different heroes, different lineups, hard games, easy games, rough losses, easy wins, like all of that, and then get to know each other better in game. I think that's the most important part, so that we can gather a lot of experience. And I think once we're gonna reach that point, then we're just gonna be unstoppable. So we just need experience right now. So all the games that we play, whether it's wins or losses, are really important.
Okay, and at the end of this interview, I have a group of some kind of brief questions that I would like to ask you, if you don't mind.
Yeah, sure.
Do you know what do Anna and Jerax do now?
Not specifically day by day, but I do know that. Yeah, I mean, roughly, I know what's going on with their lives, but we're in touch, just not on a daily basis kind of thing.
Okay, so could you tell us what are the chances so far to see the two-time roster champions back in business?
Oh, it's very close to 0. It's at 0 right now. So, but I don't want to draw plans. I don't want to draw plans, but it's definitely not an option right now.
Okay, so what are your favorite chat phrases now?
I'm liking the Nakupu a lot. Johan is spamming it, so I tagged along. I think it's pretty good, so I'm gonna be spamming this one for a while until I find something else. But there's so many of them right now that it's really hard to choose, actually.
And speaking about the most important one, about Ceb, how long is yours one?
I think it's long, nothing to be ashamed of. I'm pretty sure I can do better, but I can do better. There are people that they're out-sebbing me by a lot, so I need to work on that.
It's gotta be the longest one in the game, I think.
Yeah, it should be. I guess it should be, but it's like it's hard. Like some people have really long steps already.
Yeah, sure. So it's been a month since you guys had Mr. JMR Luna as your new CEO of an organization. So how he's been going so far?
Everything has been great. Everything has been awesome. He has helped us tremendously, and he's helping us out every day. Things are on that side. Things are just great right now.
What about that tweet about secret? I mean, arrogance requires advertising. Confidence speaks for itself.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're a very arrogant team, actually, and I don't respect arrogance at all. So I can't really respect who they are as a team. And they're trying to act like they look confident, and I truly believe that when somebody's confident, you feel it, and I don't feel confidence from them. And I'm very much looking forward to put them back at what I think their places. And yeah, right now they're on a high horse, and I don't think they belong there. So I'm looking forward to the day that they fall, and hopefully it will come from us. At least I would love it, and I'm confident that will happen. Yeah, that's what I meant. I just don't like any sort of arrogance. People might think that we are, but I think that like when you actually win, when everybody's trying to be the best, sure. But yeah, just generally, I don't like people bragging before games, saying that they're gonna crush that team, whatever. I just don't respect that attitude at all.
Okay, so looking forward to your match against Secret. And the last question, as you said, you guys take breaks in order to keep the drive you need to win TIs. So have you managed to accumulate enough for the next one?
Enough drive?
Yeah.
Oh yes, it's I have too much. I sell drive for whoever wants. I can't even deal with my own drive, so yes.
Great to hear. So maybe a couple of words for your Russian fans.
I just we had a long and bumpy history. There was this incident last year, and I've always been really close to the Russian community when it comes to just like what's outside of Dota or Dota. So just thank you so much for the support. Still very sorry about what has happened and my stupid mistakes, but I hope that they see through that I've always been close to that community. And yeah, just thank you so much for the support. Hopefully we give you back somehow through the game. So yeah, stay safe. We'll watch out for COVID. I don't know how it is there, actually. We don't hear about it enough on the news, but just take care of yourselves, and let's just play or watch some Dota together.
And put on your masks, guys. Thank you for joining me, Ceb. It was a great pleasure to talk to you. And good luck further on OGA. We're going to watch it and hope you guys manage to do well. Друзья, это был Себастьян Дебс, также известный как Ceb. Подписывайтесь на наши социальные сети, ставьте лайки и всем пока.